Alright, gang. Hello! And welcome back to Ready or Not. I just remembered. I forgot to call you guys my dear friends. I am coming off of an adrenaline high like you wouldn't believe. I have completed, and it is getting posted as we speak. It is March 24th at 18:58 or 6:58 p.m. New York Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time, excuse me. Man, oh man, have we done something beautiful. We completed the Programmable Psychosis Challenge, and as far as I'm concerned, we are the first in the world to do it. So that's pretty awesome. You see here, we have started a new Commander game. I figured we would go ahead and jump into this and play together. It's going to be a bunch of fun. I'm going to get our team situated here. Armor is an important trait to have. Negotiator is always good. S-Bags is always good. I'm going to keep our lineup as we have it now. You see, I've got everyone on a standardized loadout. If you want to check it out, I'll show you over here. So I'm keeping the Mark V as my backup because I just finished the challenge, and I use this as my secondary. It was incredible and invaluable. Its uses are far greater than I had ever imagined. But you see, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta all are rocking the SR-16 with the PC-19. Battering ram, Bravo and Delta both have the mirror gun. Light ammo or light armor ceramic for everybody. Anti-flash goggles, all that jazz, and just a bunch of flashbangs and wedges. I am the only one in the group that is carrying C2. I carry 2 of those. I've got 4 flashbangs, 2 wedges, 2 C2. And if we run into anything that requires more ammunition than this, we're really not doing our job right. I'm going to try to play this as not super duper tactical Timmy or anything like that, but we're definitely going to be following the ROE for the most part. I say that, we're probably going to shoot a couple civvies, just don't worry about it. It'll all be good. Man, I am just over the moon, absolutely over the moon about getting that challenge out of the way. It took roughly 18 hours, maybe a little bit more. 18 hours of persistent effort. I had to start limiting myself to how many times I would try it. And the way I did that was every time I booted it up, I would record, right? So I had like 4, 5, 6 hours of unusable footage, which some of it's going to be used. Behind you. But eventually I had to say, you know what? I'm not sitting here for more than an hour and a half.
You are incapacitated and secure the premises.
And we have a downed civvy out front. Gas station robberies are not as common as they used to be.
Police, don't move.
You see somebody I don't. I see them now. Alright, let's go ahead and split the stack. I'm gonna get off to the side here and yell for compliance. Alright, everybody breach and flash.
Breaching.
But responding to a gas station like this,
Get down and put your hands up. Hands up now. Don't want any problems.
what the hell are these guys? Oh, this is a security guard.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Huh, I don't think I've ever seen this model before.
No one's supposed to be here.
We have a civilian in our custody.
Okay, that's a shooter.
Notifying trail.
Fall in behind me.
Got your 6. Drop it. Drop your hands up now.
Okay, that's one down. I'm gonna let my team fall in behind me here.
Suspect ready to go.
We'll go through and talk about these environments a little bit more as the time
Put a
progresses.
jam on that door. Block that door.
Wedge is good to go.
Okay, I'm gonna start picking this lock. Get everybody to wedge the doors respectively, and then we're going to push into the office area as a group. I'm gonna have everybody stack up on the right.
I'm on it.
All right, I'm gonna get to the rear. So not only can I provide cover, but I can also
Door, deploy flashbangs.
also command them more effectively.
Get down now. Hands on your head. Move.
It's definitely a shooter back here. I can't tell if he's out here. Yeah, he's definitely right here.
Drop it now. Drop the weapon and freeze. Let me see those hands. Get down on the floor. Right
There's a second shooter behind him. I think he's to the left over here.
Police, get down. Out of the way.
Maybe to the right.
Get down now. Get down. I want to see hands.
All right, going. Okay.
Police, hands on your head.
Who the hell is shooting? Who are you shooting at?
Drop the weapon now.
That's definitely my bad for not seeing that guy, I suppose. Okay, is everyone good? Are we chilling now? Jesus Christ. Is there another shooter?
Relax.
No.
Element to talk. Suspect standing by for transportation.
Entry team.
I don't think so, at least. I don't think there should be another shooter.
Hey, your senior. Slowly get down on the ground.
Entry team to talk.
Okay, anyways, let's continue on.
Move in and clear.
I've got them clearing. I'm gonna go finish up our objectives.
Police, hands up.
See the dead store
We got a dead
manager
civilian here. Notify trailers.
missing the
Civilians
entire
DOA.
upper quadrant of his head and face.
Keep moving.
Okay. Yeah, definitely robbery in progress. Who else is
Not
around?
here for you.
Hey, I work here.
Alright, gang, let's load up. Everyone on me. Perfect.
Talk reporting. Keep going.
I'm gonna send them through here,
Take out that door and clear the room.
and I'm gonna clear the outside solo. And while they do that, just for the sake of brevity. Man, I am rapidly approaching 700 hours
Suspect is down. This is Talk. Continue with your mission.
in Ready or Not, and it still frustrates me just as much as it did after 50 hours. When I think of
Civilian cuffed and
the
free back.
the way the AI works
Proceed with mission.
and behaves,
This is Talk. Trailer standing by.
they can really get your goat. See, this is interesting. This shooter model right here, this dude wearing the Southside shirt, he is a local rapper, if I remember correctly. We'll see in a later level. Everyone do a search and seizure.
Secure any contacts.
He's a rapper, and he got famous as a rapper for getting into a gunfight. Oh, poor dog. Veteran down.
To talk.
Talk to
Civilian
element.
is DOA.
That's how we get it done, folks. Roll in for debrief.
But he got into a gunfight with a rival group. So it's bizarre to see two of those models instead of just one. Not too shabby, gang. I wanted to walk around and talk about some more stuff, but I think we're just gonna... He's a little anxious. Malik. Okay. So, Ready or Not. What is Ready or Not? Ready or Not is a first-person tactical shooter that is considered widely to be the spiritual successor to SWAT 4. Now, I don't know about you, but SWAT 4 is near and dear to my heart. I used to watch my dad play it. I've played it from front to back. SWAT 4 has some of the best AI. They're doing great, Doctor. Thank you for asking. It has some of the best AI there is to date. And the game came out 20 years ago. Now, Ready or Not is not as perfect of a game. Let's talk about the positives before we get into anything negative. Ready or Not has a fantastic setting. It is a dystopian hellscape. something feels off with the entire game. The game has this uncanny mask that it wears. The station itself, which you see here, we have the freedom to walk around. This used to be a train station, if I remember correctly. But this, oh yeah, here, speak of the devil. It's all sorts of stuff to read, all sorts of hidden lore. But the station itself feels off. And we find out later through gameplay that there's a good reason for that, right? We are under the influence of some type of USIA directive. And the closest thing I can equate the USIA to is like a mix between the Central Intelligence Agency, the NSA, and the DIA, right? Judge is a former member of the USIA, and not just in his, not just in the, the MLO brainwashing stuff. Judge was, or is, a combat veteran as well as a ground branch operative, like a CIA SAD kind of deal with the USIA, before taking over this command as Los Sueños PD's D Platoon SWAT commander, which he's kind of overqualified for. But that ties into, him being placed here, yada, yada, yada. The game itself is a shooter. It's a tactical shooter, but it begs the question, who are the suspects? Who are these people that we're engaging, right? Who are our fellow officers? Even the officers that we see here, the patrol officers. What is the world, right? What is this world that has been crafted for us to walk around and explore? It is a dark one. It is truly a dark one. It is grisly, and it is just so right on the nose anymore with today's political climate, especially if you're here in the States. The sea of politics and the enforcement of those politics are tyrannical right now. We are in an absolute. I don't know. We are living in a George Orwell novel. It is like 1984. So it's kind of depressing to get on here to play Ready or Not, and it's like real life scenarios unfolding before us. But all that aside, and the parallels and juxtapositions that we can draw from the game world itself, it's got a twisted story. It's got really, really cool art design, really cool suspects, locations. The game prides itself on something called environmental storytelling, and not to insult your intelligence, but environmental storytelling is when you don't overtly tell the story, when you don't overtly give hints or clues, you kind of leave it to the player to decide how much of the story or lore they get into. And there is so much here. There is so much here to unpack, and that's why I wanted some more time on Thank You Come Again, but we did a little too good.
Sergeant Hoffman, please call.
So going forward, we'll stop and we'll look at some of the set dressing, read the notes. I don't know if we're going to do an evidence run in this. We might, because I've got a good portion of it unlocked. I have, like I said, I have way too much time spent in Ready or Not. This is a passion project for me. I also have a complex where I have to complete challenges, and if I start a challenge, then I have to complete it. There is no, there's no satisfaction until it's done, and I just wait until I find the next one. My first one with Ready or Not was the Hermit Challenge, which is complete Iron Man mode without losing a single officer or dying. And then the new one was the Programmed Psychosis Challenge, featuring the MLO, which you're getting a video essay on. I cannot wait to present that to you. I hope you all are excited. So, I have talked way too much. We're going to let the game do what it does best, and that is tell a story. Tell a story through set dressing. And it really does. Really, really does it well. So, we're moving on to 23 megabytes a second. We are responding to a domestic in which a popular streamer, has killed his mother, or at least so the 911 recording says. I'm not going through and watching or listening to all the briefings. We would be here forever if we did that. If you want me to, let me know, and I will definitely re-upload, or not re-upload, but I'll upload that separately if you'd like to watch. I know a lot of people really enjoy the lore, and I do too, but I also know that, you know, gameplay first. So I'm going to try to give you guys that first, and if you have any suggestions or, like, a way that you want me to do this series, please let me know. Alright, gang.
I got you.
Here we are at San Uriel
Status of
Condominiums.
The active shooter threat is currently unknown. Move in and secure the area quickly.
Alright, I like to take point as much as humanly possible, because I don't totally trust my team. Okay, that door just opened up to the right. Got a creep. Creep. Okay, sometimes you just gotta put them in the dirt. I'm gonna close this.
Block that door.
Blue's gonna wedge that, and then red is going to fall in on me. Okay, perfect. Just making sure that I didn't call everybody to me. There's another shooter up here. I'm gonna push. Okay.
Police, hands up now!
I see the shooter. He just ran into the back room there. Another shooter. Alright, push.
Civilians.
Yeah, we're just smoking them. Alright. I'm gonna have my team do SSE. Blue's gonna come with me.
Move in and clear.
Yep. Move! Get down and
On the right. No contact.
There's a civvy taken hostage over this direction, I believe. Or in there. I can't tell. There he was. Alright, that's a kill. It's gonna come up the right side. I think. Jesus Christ. Okay, you gotta get down.
down on your goddamn knees now! Police,
Red team. All teams. On my 6.
slowly get down.
Okay, for one reason or another, I have lost my HUD, and I think I may have done that. I'm gonna get them to throw a door jam over there. Alright, gang, we are back. That shouldn't have been any time for you. I did want to...
LSPD, come out now!
I did want to get some of our UI elements up so I can tell which team I'm sending to do what.
Them and we'll sand
Police, get out of there!
I got it.
Alright, this is, generally speaking, a pretty nasty clear. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a flash, and then I'm going to... Or two. And I'm going to send my team. This flashbangs didn't do anything. And try another one. Christ. It's alright.
LSPD, don't move!
Element, this is Talk. Stabilize and
Hands
send
up!
EMTs.
Hands on your head! Hands in the air!
Okay.
Let me get safe.
Not too shabby. Now, we should be able to report this. There it is.
We got some tech here.
Talk
Get
to
down on
element.
your knees!
Secure the area and we'll send forensics in.
Stay calm.
I'm going to throw cuffs on this guy.
Let go.
Our lovely flex cuffs.
Civilian is standing by for trailers.
And I'm going to
Element,
clear
this
this
is
by
Talk.
myself.
Trailers notified.
Okay, all good. That is a surprisingly low amount of suspects for this area. There are generally a ton of guys in there, like 4 or 5 easily. I think most of them spawned in the mom's apartment this time around. Get them on that, and then we're going to go breach and clear the suspect's apartment, which is over here.
Through the door and clear.
No, 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 no.
Post up on the left.
Doing it.
All right. You see the graffiti. Graffiti's definitely making enough money to be able to pay the landlords, or the landlords just don't care. There is a distinct possibility for either. Actually, throw a mirror under there before we just hit them.
Juan, ready.
This is one of my favorite details. No, no, no. You stay in the stack. The knock-knock on the side
Openings.
of the battering ram. I absolutely love it.
Armed.
Armed suspect? Okay. Let us hit that.
Ram the door, clear with flash.
Actually, no.
Stay on me.
I did not mean to do that. Alright, I'm going to do this. So, breach with leader. And then clear.
Clear with flashbangs.
Yeah, I screwed him up. I've got his weapon all messed up. Alright. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Kaboom. Hey, there's our suspect.
Dam's notified.
Hands up now!
It's a dead dude. Alright, I'm gonna get our
Don't get up.
main suspect tied up here.
Secured.
Stay.
Gaining compliance.
Now, if you...
Suspect secured.
Doc to element. Beauty. Keep them coming.
We'll talk about this momentarily. I'm gonna get everyone over here.
Continue mission.
On the way.
Everyone go stay over there. I'll clear the rest of this. Solo.
I can't even right now.
Okay.
Break this down. We're breathing.
Lead, this is Talk. Clean house, and we'll take them out.
Alright, so let's walk through this house.
I come from the road, man. Out there, I got nothing.
Yeah, okay, you see our bloody footprints. Another fantastic detail in Ready or Not is the footprints, the blood trail that we leave behind. I like that quite a lot. It's the little, it really is the little things.
Hands up, do it now!
I can't believe no one arrested his mom. Jesus Christ.
You're gonna be okay.
Ready when you
Which means we have to go back through and clean that up. See the blood spatter here from our gunfight earlier. This is our blood, mind you. My blood, specifically. But anyways, we were talking about this, whether or not the landlord cares, and it's probably because Michael here makes a ton of money as a streamer. He's extremely popular, and he's also running that illegal server farm down below.
Mine crypto.
Yeah, so streaming games and mining crypto is only one of the ventures. You see all the anime figurines,
Yo, man.
variety of
I'm
pills.
struggling.
And the house is in a total state of disrepair. It's these, I don't know what these are called, but you know, the figures, and you can see that there's in the evidence locker,
Losers for my streamer slut.
they make it very clear that you should be wearing gloves when you're handling those. You see, they're all over the place.
Very happy with him.
My God, this is like a $4,500 a month apartment minimum.
Stop yapping.
That's just an absolute pigsty.
Hey, man.
Never understood people who didn't take care of their homes, especially when they're paying out the wazoo for it.
Get it done.
Just look at the road.
It's got a YouTube, you see what it's called, but a YouTube spoof pulled up.
These fucking assholes on the internet.
Again, disrepair, disarray, total disregard for cleanliness. There's another statue. There's all sorts of statues on display. Moving through. We got a bunch of dead dudes over here. Oh no. His brother took a round. That's no good. His brother is innocent as far as I know. I think this is his brother's
Don't tell me nothing's going on.
room.
I'm good if you are.
See the blood spatter all over the walls. In stark contrast to the nice Nice blue walls, and then this is Michael's room. This is where we really get into the wacky stuff and some of the really awful stuff too. Oh, here, Money Moves featuring Anjay GZ, Trey 9, Young Stretch, Turbo, and G28. This is a street session, and that is the dude that we killed in the gas station. You see here, I'm not sure what gang this is. 808 Sueños. Could be the 808 Sueños, but 808 also denotes music, like the drums, so it might not be. Do you see that is a Glock with a big stick in it? No good. This is the shooting I was referencing in the last bit. Definitely fans of their music. You see, again, Disrepair and Disarray. This is always interesting. You can see us on the stream.
We got some tech here.
Talk to entry team. Forensics is standing
Chat
by.
actually going. I've never sat here and read this for a considerable amount of time. You deserve it, you pervert.
Ready.
Well, there's a reason that they say that, and it is because of...
Leave the talk.
Doc reporting.
Bagging.
Situation is under control. Mission complete.
What used to be here was a collection of inappropriate photos relating to child pornography. They have since censored that. They were the same photos that we found in the basement of Amon Val's mansion. I could really care less about how the team is doing, because we'll swap them out and try to get their stuff unlocked. Did not mean to kill a civilian. Don't really know how it happened, and I suppose it doesn't really matter. Ah, see, Officer Wilson has unlocked their negotiator trait, and Turner is stressed. So now we're on to Twisted Nerve. I'm gonna send him to switch him over. He unlocked his trait, but I'm gonna send everybody that's stressed on. Both these guys are armors, so we've got a pretty stacked team, looking good. We do have nods. Everyone has nods. We're good to go. Anyways, so yeah, Williams there, Michael Williams, is in the game now. It's showing him having sensitive information related to Mindjot, but it used to be child pornography, and that's where the exploited questline comes from, which is the Spider questline, culminating in the massive gunfight at Port Hogan, where, you know, FISA does what FISA does and tells us to not interfere with a federal investigation. As well as Brixley Talent Time, which is one of the most disgusting missions, if not the most. I know a Most Vol, like, people talk about Valley of the Dolls all the time as the, you know, the quintessential spooky Ready or Not map, but I tend to disagree. I think the Spider is arguably the worst.
Refusing to cooperate. Move in. Remember your use of
Now,
force.
Port
Secure the
Hogan,
area.
with the update with the Belly of the Beast, whenever that came out, I guess that was with the 1.0 release, that is some seriously demented stuff, ripped straight from a horror movie. And this is where we segue into this topic. Is Ready or Not a horror game? Or is it a shooter with horror elements? Can it be defined as such?
Waiting on you.
Yes, I understand. I think Ready or Not is a good example, and just about the only example, outside of Stalker, of a first-person shooter, you know, even more so than Stalker, of a first-person shooter with horror elements. And the reason is that it's got us responding to some heinous crimes.
You good?
When you look at certain missions, like 23 megabytes a second is a, you know, we're calling to a domestic active shooter at least what we think is a domestic active shooter, and we realize it's swatting, but we run into the illegal server farm, armed suspects guarding this illegal server farm, tapping into the building's power, which is drawing from the city grid. You know, it's kind of even though it's got dark undertows, it's a light and cheery level, right? This, like, the visuals are light and airy. This, on the other hand, is in stark contrast. We are in the hood. We are in the darkest depths of the hood. The worst neighborhood in Los Sueños is Park Homes. And here we are, ready to cause problems. So, think while we go through Twisted Nerve, I want you to be thinking about what constitutes a horror game. What makes something a horror experience or a horror game? And then, as we go through, I'll talk about different things. But in my opinion, I think Ready or Not fits the bill for a horror experience because of the environments and the tension that build, right? I think horror does not need jump scares, even though we do get several jump scares throughout Ready or Not, because suspects are insane sometimes, affectionately referred to as Terminator suspects, as well as some of the clandestine things behind the scenes. Like, the more you know about the lore, the more you dig into the lore of this, the more twisted everything becomes, especially when you realize that you're being set up the entire time. All these missions, all these areas, all these responses, they're engineered. These are not natural. This is not the natural order of things, so you could say. So we're gonna push in here. We're going to push in here
Got your back.
and try to hold on to our lunch. So we know, you see here, what was formerly a laundromat, and this used to be enterable. It is condemned due to asbestos. The city will rot, and DeBanco will rot with it, and protests all over the city. Protests that are soon to turn to riots in the grand scheme. Everything here devolves eventually. We've got two structures up ahead. One cleaner house. You see there was a police presence here earlier. This is definitely not in line with zoning. The premise of this is that
Blue team.
a gang
Door.
or a group has taken over a series of houses in 213 Park Homes, the worst neighborhood in Los Sueños. They've taken these homes over that were previously being fumigated, and they're using
Red
them
team. Use the door jam.
to cook meth now.
Blue. Post up and cover. I'm on it.
And we're going to get everybody set up here.
Good, ready.
We're all about to make
Blue team.
entry.
Mirror for contacts.
Got it.
I like to take the houses in this order.
Mirror's ready.
This one is specifically suspect heavy, especially armed suspect, like
Nothing. We're good.
combat ready, suspect ready.
Weapon in hand.
Okay, so let's cause some problems.
Blue. All teams. On my move. Flash and clear.
Get everybody stacked up. We're all good to go, yes? Alright. Breaching.
Hands on your head! Move! Down on the ground! Move!
Put the knife on the ground.
Put your hands up and get down! Get on the ground now!
Opening on the right.
Opening on the left.
Police! Let me see those hands!
Don't move.
Get out of there! Now!
Grabbing a light.
Get down!
Blue team. Provide cover on the team. On me.
Get down!
Have Red come with us.
Don't run! Reach for anything!
Elements. Put your
Please
hands
go,
up.
please.
Hands up! Do it! Put your hands up! Get on the
Standing by.
ground now! Hands up now! Drop to your knees!
There.
En route.
Don't lose
Jesus Christ, that was actually a really successful breach. They normally don't gang up like this.
Go hands in the air.
No, fuck,
That
I'm
was
not
your
armed.
lawyer.
I'm not armed.
They're
It's
good.
not for me.
Stay down and turn around.
Leave the car. Good to go. Secured.
You know, I live in an area that is dominated by the drug trade and dominated by homelessness.
Forensics is standing by.
And it is so overt. You see it everywhere. You see people that are no longer in total control of their lives.
Element, this
It
Doc.
is
Forensics notified.
extremely hard to watch. And, you know, we do what we can. We do what we can, but I am by no means a policymaker, and I cannot help these people that need help the way I wish I could.
Right now, Mom?
Let's try to get my flashlight on. Jesus Christ. There we go.
Hey, you're senior
Let me
officer.
see, someone's this is someone's child. Right?
These cuffs
Now
are
this
Just gonna fucking ignore me?
is also someone's child, but this guy, who is a member of the Rebels Rejects, if I remember correctly. It's a cut faction, it's supposed to be a biker gang. He's
this keeping us safe?
the root cause of all this methamphetamine traffic. But you know how, you know, methamphetamine works. There's always, or, I mean, drugs as a whole, the drug trade as a whole, there's always a larger fish, right? So the bikers may be distributors, but they're not the ones that are setting up operations like this. The people that are doing that or calling the shots for that to happen, those people will never step foot in a lab like this. Not some dusty lab in a project, you know?
I'm good if you are.
But let's talk about that horror element for a second.
What if they come back?
You have a poorly ventilated room, the walls that have been knocked out and moved around, black mold all over the place, renovated. Just imagine the insects as an example. The smell of chemicals, the ichor all over the ground, the coating on the walls, the dilapidated structure. People sleep here and eat here, right? And then you have this guy wearing a vest, a bag covering his head, who's been abusing meth for years. It's totally ruined his larynx and his voice box. And this is the guy that you're going after. Waiting behind the corner, rasping. Or his raspy voice calls to you from beyond. How scary. Man, I can just imagine how butt puckered you must be entering into a lab. I don't know if you guys have ever seen footage of meth labs going up in flames, or okay, that's friendly, or like a shake and bake bottle go up. Shake and bake is a form of methamphetamine it can be made in a bottle, but it's extremely dangerous. So is methamphetamine production, you know, especially. No, you're in my spot. Especially homemade like this. Alright, I'm gonna send blue in,
Get the door and move in.
breach and clear, and red will fall in on me.
Behind you.
We're gonna continue on. See the windows boarded up.
Hands up!
It's like not only
For any contacts.
are the individuals here metaphorically trapped. Actually, we might run this with a flashlight. God, look at that hallway. The paint peeling, revealing the slats underneath. The sick yellow glow illuminating the chemical barrels at the end. The ground is just moist as you step over it. The carpet damp with mold and mildew. Oh yes, someone's living quarters. Mattress, no cover. Lit by candles. The electricity has long since gone out. Alright, breaching.
Hands up! Do it now!
Let's see, drugs, paraphernalia, more chemicals. This is yeah, it's a semi-functional bathroom, even though it's disgusting. This must be the, I don't know, the, Jesus Christ, you can still see the mattress exposed. I don't know what it is about an uncovered mattress that, like a uncovered mattress, in a disgusting house is worse than a covered mattress that's covered in puke in a disgusting house. You know, I don't know what it is about, like, raw mattress that just it makes my skin crawl, the idea. How's that for a jump scare? Jesus Christ.
One down.
This is Todd. Notifying morgue.
Get down and don't move. Good to go. Cuffs are on.
Just hang on. Put your fucking hands up.
Oh, hello.
Down on the ground now.
Alright, they're getting banged here.
Get down on your knees. Hands up.
Okay.
I'll get them ready.
Very good. Another living quarter right here next to the lab so you can sleep and work in the same area. Alright, I'm going to send the whole gang through
Dynamic movement. Move and clear.
the attic, and we're going to sit over here and talk about this imagery. So, this is one of those people that have certain mental illnesses or abuse certain drugs all have the same shared experiences. This is something I find horrific. So if we think about dreams, and they just put someone down. If you think about dreams, right? It's like dreams dreams aside. If you think about Benadryl, right? People that take far too much Benadryl, everyone reports seeing the same figure, right? The Hat Man. People that take dimethyltryptamine, DMT, they all report seeing what they call the machine elves, right? It's a universal colloquial experience. People who abuse salvia or datura, they all see the same things. They see, these horrible audio and visual distortions. They see spiders. People that use methamphetamine, they see spiders. They see insects. They scratch at their skin because they think that there are insects inside their skin. Plus, methamphetamine allows the user to stay awake for extended periods of time, 72 hours plus. And the more that you abuse methamphetamine, the more you can stay up. So you're running on sleep deprivation and this drug that you were not meant to ingest, right? So combine that together with mental illness, and you've got a recipe for psychosis. And there is something called drug-induced psychosis. It's a pretty universal experience for drug addicts, at least people that are pretty far gone, right? So this is a glimpse into someone's fractured mental state, and they painted it on the wall, right? And who knows, it could be a self-portrait. This could be an entity that they see, right? Now, I suffer from sleep paralysis, and thankfully, knock on wood, I haven't had a bout of sleep paralysis in quite some time now, going on about a year. But every once in a while, especially at nap, like middle of the day nap time, when I bed down, especially if I'm overly tired, I still get these tactile sensations all over my body, screaming in my ears. It's really horrific. Anybody that has nightmares can share in that feeling, especially if you have sleep paralysis. It is a horrific thing. And I'm not comparing it to it. I'm just saying universal experiences and all that. So, yeah, that's a glimpse inside of a fractured mind.
Stay on me.
That's 6.
All right, get everybody together. Moving into the...
The knife on the ground. Drop the knife. Hands up above your head. Cops outside.
On my 6.
Don't move.
All right, I'm pushing hard. Pushing hard.
Ellis, PD, don't move!
Now, luckily for us,
Suspect cuffed and secured.
oh, Jesus Christ, look at this bathroom. This is a non-functional bathroom. The layer of filth in this tub. If you were to stick your hand into there, you would never get clean. The excrement smeared on the walls. Dig. Where is drain? Dig. And from the window you see paintings of skulls and shadow figures.
Drop the weapon
Jesus
now!
Christ. Alright, he's getting one of these in the chest.
Keep your hands up!
Nope, he came in from the bottom. We'll talk about this in a minute. Keep that in mind. Alright.
Blue. Let's
No
move.
good here.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Alright, everyone just fall in on me. You know what? I'm not messing with it.
Gun!
Is everyone still up? Everyone seems like they're still up. And here we go.
Unknown substance on site.
Talk to entry team. Secure it.
I'll walk back through and talk about this momentarily.
Entry team to talk. Collecting.
Lead, this is Talk. Collect what you can and keep moving.
Need you to move.
Door flashed and clear.
10-4.
Now this is one of those rooms that really makes you want to put a bullet in somebody. Now this is a
Element to talk.
unconscious minor.
Breathing. Notify Thames.
Talk to Element. Make them stable and proceed with
Put your
mission.
hands up!
Checking the bed. Nothing here, sir.
Alright, we have a lot to talk about. There's another one of those faces.
Whatever your excuse is, don't go.
Jesus Christ, the yellow-green, dingy bathroom. Just, you can smell this room.
Talk reporting.
The rotten
Notify
linoleum.
trailers.
The water seeping between the floor. The tub filled with a thick layer of God knows what. Still used, mind you. Looks like dirt, wood chips or something all over the ground. Coming from the digging operation. Dig, 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 dig. The only room in the entire house with any life to it, any color to it, is Molly's room. This little child here. This poor little child. I know I'm talking about her like she's real, but you can see here this is the room that she's growing up in. And in previous iterations, there was a needle on the bed here, and Molly was overdosing, which is the canon that I still remember, and that I'm sure most of you remember. There was also a lot of speculation that she was being sexually assaulted as well. You see the the pose of this doll, Teddy ripped to pieces, which could be her, could be someone else. You see Barney the purple dinosaur. Looks like someone getting struck. Dreaming of a different life, or maybe dreaming of a life that she had. Who knows? You know, the funny thing with kids is that kids are really
I'm good if you are.
really sensitive to their environment. Whether or not, I mean, kids are resilient as hell. Don't get me wrong, but kids are also receptive, more so than you think, right? And children will surprise you constantly with how receptive they are. And if kids see things or hear things, they won't forget them. They pick up on those things and they remember those things. So it's no coincidence. Like, if children are drawing scenes of people getting hurt, it's because they see it. So depressing. You know, there's a distinct amount of care that has been put into this room, but no amount of care will ever be able to erase the damage done to this child. Right? It doesn't matter how many coatings of pink that you put on the walls, it's not going to cover up these cracks in the foundation.
I'm gonna kill your family next.
Not the wisest thing to say. Here's an interesting thing. You see the language switch from English to Spanish. Now, I don't speak Spanish. Not well enough to interpret or anything like that, but I'm pretty positive I know what no entrar means. It's Los Locos running the show here. You have 8 people living here in these 2 houses. Living here, not working here.
Entry team to talk.
Living
Talk secure.
here.
Doc reporting. Secure the area, and we'll send forensics in.
I just strip copper, bundle, and sell. And they've really laid it all out for us here. These voices tap tap inside my head. You see the very expressive art here coming from these individuals and people keeping tabs on individuals. I don't know if you've ever been around people suffering from meth addiction, but they are exceptionally paranoid.
Hey, you're seeing your officer.
They're keeping tabs on people. Not only keeping tabs on people, but writing their addresses out to go intimidate them. Most likely, or worse, who knows? Yeah, so the Los Locos are definitely the ones running the operation. You know, these bundles and bundles of cash. And that makes sense. What they're trying to do... I wish there was a way to disable the AI voices and stuff. I tried earlier. There's just not an option. But they're attempting to cross the border, it seems, using the drainage system, which is why we see the dig
Slap on the wrist is all I'm gonna get.
written out. Now, where is that face? Where is the drain? Oh, look at this. Need Christina. Need Christina. Need Christina. I didn't notice that before. I'd wager that Christina is probably a misnomer for crystal meth.
Waiting on you, sir.
Where is that? Angie with a heart. There's children's drawings. Her name's Molly. No. Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. I'm,
Provide support on me.
I got you.
I am, under fire is what I am.
I won't stay locked up long. You called the cops?
Oh, there's a group of shooters over
Door
here.
flash and clear.
Doc to Element. Continue with your mission.
there is...
Move in and clear.
Can we... Door flash and clear, please?
With flash.
I'll deal with these guys. You guys worry about that. As we come down the stairs here, though, you see the poltergeist-esque TV setup they've got here. The static playing. Nobody can tell the difference. Foul, dirty clothes. Chairs, furniture that's... From where is the question? Where? There are some questions that are better left unanswered.
Lillian is ready.
Just let go.
I'm gonna clean this up real quick.
I can't feel my hands.
Another foul, excrement covered bathroom. Surprisingly clean tub down here. Another one of those drawings. So, I'd wager that it is a group effort. I'd wager that it's not just one person sitting around drawing these. And you see here, this is a sleep paralysis-esque drawing, right? This red creature. It's kind of like a tick and a spider and a weevil all together. It's pinning down this creature, which is presumably one of these addicts living here.
Good to go.
And it's penetrating its hands, keeping its hands and legs pinned, and then penetrating its skull. Really horrific.
Fall in.
Alright, gang, fall in. Let's see those skulls and shadow people from before. We did miss a room over here, didn't we? It's that face again. Alright, in we go. Hey, there he is.
Fuck off! I had nothing to do with this!
I got it.
Please, no! I need this!
Lead to talk.
Good to go.
Talk here. Continue mission.
Alright, we got all the civvies. That's good. Try to get this opened. Sometimes these suspects in particular, oh yeah, the laundry room overfloweth. Sometimes the suspects on this map will crawl into cupboards, or not cupboards, how you say? Wardrobes.
Jam the door.
Wedge here.
I'm gonna have the team jam that door. See mountains of trash. Public services don't come here anymore.
Wedge is ready.
Man the door. Deploy flashbangs.
Get our team to breach and clear there. We could go in from this side, but our entrance is over there. Just gonna wait on them.
Moving in. Opening here.
Empty over here. No
Take it
contact.
down and clear.
Moving up.
Have them push through. This is a totally condemned house. It's,
Taking it down.
you know, at first glance, it's surprising that they're not utilizing it.
Opening up the right.
And then
Good here.
we are met with some of the most horrific nonsense
Opening on the
that
left.
you can
Falling
imagine.
behind me.
Empty over here.
I'm gonna get the gang up here. Make them sit over here.
I'm going.
So you see this terrifying drawing of a hole leading into the ground, or a tunnel, which looks like a mouth or an orifice. You see twisted drawings of insects, holes. This one looks a little bit more, so we are close. This one looks a lot more organic than this one. And they both look organic. Need Christina, which again, I think is a reference to crystal meth. Tunnel and these strange insect creatures. It looks like something the Q would create out of a human. They almost look like faces, like flowers and faces and insects all mixed together. And these are people that we are dealing with right now. Totally psychotic. Alright. Moving
Dynamic
clear.
movement, flashing clear.
Totally psychotic, unhinged, unable to be reasoned with.
Flash out.
Let's hit him.
Open them up.
Drop your
Good
weapon.
here.
Put your hands up. Do it now.
Police, get down!
Police,
Get down on the ground!
He's dead, bro.
Hands up.
Hands up!
Sicario, anyone? You went up the wrong tunnel.
Police!
Alright, game over.
Suspect down, requesting Thames.
Solomon, this is Todd. EMTs and trailers are standing by.
On me.
On you.
Hopefully our team will deal with those.
Entry team to talk.
Yeah, there we go.
Suspect down.
Lead, this is Todd.
Yep.
Thames notified.
And you see down here, there's an entire tunnel system that the Los Locos, hoping to establish a secure and secretive tunnel system in order to mule drugs, people, guns, whatever you can imagine. They have employed, probably through drug-induced slavery, they've employed our meth friends down here. Alright, I'm just going to end it here. It's just
Nice work,
incredible
entry team.
the
First
amount
round's on me
of
tonight.
effort it would take to do something like that. Not too shabby. Back to getting A's. And we do have an officer in crisis, though. That used to be a massive problem. When I was doing the Hermit Challenge, it's not necessarily getting killed that gets you. I did die on Twisted Nerve several times. I did die on the Spider. I did die on Port Hogan. I've died on Hide and Seek. No, not Hide and Seek. Sorry, Relapse. And Neon Tomb. I restarted that series so many times, and then oh god, I just got to chill thinking about it. Jesus Christ. But surprisingly, it's not always the suspects that kill you or end your run. It's your team not being able to handle the events of the missions. Right? You kill one too many suspects, it's game over. And man, I definitely got caught several times. Oh, we got to pick a new guy. Pacifier veteran, very good. And trade our guys out. Everyone is a Wilson or a Williams. It's definitely not a whole hell of a lot of variety there. So the Spider. Now this is a fun one. I love the SR-16 platform. If you didn't know, this is made by Knights Armament Corps. It's almost impossible to get your hands on one of these. They'd like to call it unobtainium. I have experimented with all of the weapon systems, except I refuse to touch the Mark 16 because I don't like it in real life, so I'm not going to use it in a video game. It's the same reason I don't use the L85 in games, except I did play with the L85 in Stalker for, like, I don't know, 30 shots. Mark 17 rocks. Battle rifles are cool, but the recoil in Ready or Not is not very good. Like, the recoil systems are not good. And I think it's to simulate stress, but the game is stressful enough. It does not need any further simulation of stress. But nevertheless, there are only certain weapon systems that I personally can effectively use as a result of, the gameplay. So I tend to stick with, like, if I'm using a PDW, I only use the MP7. These are cool, really, really cool. I would love to use the DM4 more often, but its recoil and accuracy are just abysmal. Subguns are so cool. I wish they were effective because we can't, in Ready or Not, effectively penetrate armor, right? And if anybody learned that, I learned it just now in the gosh darn program psychosis level, because not only are Sentinel are wearing, what's most likely level 4 plates, right? So they're taking repeated impacts from battle rifles to the chest and still walking. Now, the MLO are a different breed entirely. They're wearing what seems like triple layered plates. I hit one dude multiple times in his chest with AP 762x51, and it did not phase the guy. And, part of that's the AI most likely. Part of that's probably just a hitbox issue. But unfortunately, they have all these cool weapons, and you just can't use a lot of them. So, the beanbag shotgun, any of the shotguns do exactly what they're meant to do. But the problem is that if you're doing a lethal run, it doesn't matter. But if you're trying to do non-lethal, well, you could end cap with these, I suppose. Never mind. You wouldn't be picking a shotgun if you're doing non-lethal. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do know that there's only a few weapon systems worth your time. Like, I'd love to use the Mark 18 platform, this tiny little M4. It just doesn't do what you need it to do. So that's why I use a 14.5 full-size carbine indoors, outdoors, everywhere we go. And I'm carrying this because it is, I talked about that earlier. It saved my life earlier. All right, so we're going to hit the spider. This is a disgusting mission. This might be our last one. We might do one or two more. But we're definitely going to do this. This takes place on the Row. And the search warrant that has been put into place is for a former Army Signal Corps guy, George Brixley, who runs a talent agency for children. Now, we're going to see some interesting characters here. All right, so first and foremost, this mission...
Entry team, this is Todd. The suspects are refusing to come out or negotiate. You are clear to move in.
This mission does set dressing better than most. And the reason being is that the spider takes place on a rainy day, and it is coated in this early 2000s green-gray filter. And I love it. It makes it, like, I can smell this image, right? What do you associate with a rainy day? You associate, thunderstorms, maybe calmness, maybe anxiety for some of you. I really like thunderstorms and rain. I love to listen to it. I love the smell before rain. Here, you can see the gunk piled up on the street, right? The only thing you smell here is trash. It just nailed the vibe here. It is immaculate in the worst way. And then we're down here in the Row. Skid Row, for those of you that don't know, is the poorest neighborhood in Los Angeles in real life, and this is a one-to-one replication.
Super wet and super humid.
Yeah, so with their context added, it is super humid as well. So everything's hot and sticky and just gross. And we're down here in the poorest district, but we are towered over by the two tallest buildings in Los Sueños. There should be a third, unless that's City Hall. So that's either City Hall, that's the Silvers Tower, I believe. And this may be the Cordova building. I don't think it is, though. It's a massive church over there. Oh, there's the skyline. One of these is the Cordova building. This is the Silvers building, I think. And then you have the Unity Trust Bank building, which are all located right smack dab in the middle of Los Sueños. The Rose city limit. Population too many. Your bill kills. You see protests even here. The homeless population. This gentleman, perhaps a veteran, considering his M65 field jacket.
Doc, to element.
Alright,
Trailer's
blue.
ready.
Wedge is good
Put a
to go.
wedge on that door. We're gonna go hit him from the side over here. Tents, camping tents lining the street. Garbage. Again, public works, public services just don't have the resources to come out here.
Red, use the wand. Check for jam that door.
Have them jam again.
Hands on your head. Do it and freeze.
Ah, Christ. I'm gonna go kill this guy.
Police, get down on the ground. Drop the weapon and get put the weapon down. Put your fucking hands up.
Reed, this is Doc. Proceed with
See,
me.
these guys are wearing plain clothes. And something interesting I want to note about these guys. These guys are also present at the Cordova building during the MLO takeover. Now, I want to talk about this van in particular, right? The context we were giving is
Proceed with
that
mission.
from these guys, from the security company, they're here on behalf of Amos Vole, who is their employer. They're here for payment, right? And you see here, well, they're there at Valley of the Dolls for payment. Here, I believe they're also here for payment. But you see this rope and tarp or burlap blanket of sorts in the back here in this nondescript black van. It kind of lends credence to them being here to kidnap George Brixley, or they're bringing victims. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's open for interpretation.
Use the door jam.
Wedge is good to go.
It's a trash piled up sky high. Yeah, put a FAL in one of these dudes' hands, and they are a nightmare to deal
Drop the
with.
weapon and put your hands on your head. Drop your weapons.
It's over. Give yourself
Got a
Police,
standoff
don't
here.
Drop it. Police, get down.
Hands up. Do it now.
All right, come on, twist.
Get down on your knees.
Okay,
man.
perfect,
Put your
twist.
hands up.
Very good.
I'll get it.
Turn around and stay still.
Evidence good to go.
Not before ratting us out.
Got it. Security.
Jam the
Let's
door.
Get blue to wedge that. Red falling behind me.
Continue with objective.
We're gonna go hit the roof, and I'm going to use my first banger right here. You hear that? There's always a bad guy up here.
Lead.
God, I am really anxious seeing these guys after doing the Cordova building mission, because they use these models as well. These guys, along with Black Sentinel, and these are some of the Terminator suspects that we encounter. Particularly that guy with the shades on, and the dude down there with the ball cap.
Gold team.
All right,
Red team. Door jam. Go.
Wedge ready.
put a jam there. We're going to hit them. I like to work top down, but I know the layout of this building, and I know that stairwell leads over here into a hallway. So we're going to hit
Ram it. Flash and clear.
George Brixley's office. Or not his office. His office is over there. We're going to hit this. We're going to hit this door. This is what we're going to do.
Ready to knock.
Ground. Move.
No, this is an office. I am not crazy. Oh my god.
Check for
Collecting evidence.
Jesus
No
Christ.
contacts.
Checking the air.
Okay.
Stack up right side.
All right.
Mirror for suspects.
Acknowledged. Good.
Just soak this in for a second.
Several openings. Nothing. We're good.
Looks like our weather is about to change. We're gonna get some heavy rain for the next 3 days, but then we should have clear skies and balmy temperatures for several weeks. For now, restricted beach access remains in effect due to continued flooding. And remember to stay out of the water for at least 72 hours because of the high bacteria count.
this child's doll, no doubt here for nefarious purposes. See these redacted documents here as well. All these files. Northwoods. That's interesting. Abraham Lincoln. Adrian Compton. Maybe. Is that even a name? Interesting. Secret tapes. This is probably just set dressing, but I know Void Interactive, even though we got a little bit of beef, Void Interactive doesn't tend to put things in places without meaning.
Taking it down.
This used to be a safe injection clinic.
Opening on the left. Opening on the right.
I got nothing here.
Oh, Jesus.
Down on the ground, now! Hands, drop to your knees!
Doc here.
Get down,
Medical
now!
assistance is
Police,
standing by.
hands up!
Hey, we got him.
Move!
Look at that guy. Jesus Christ.
You need to relax.
Hands covered in paint. Greasy hair slicked back.
Element to talk. We have a suspect in custody.
Great work.
Still
Keep
wearing
going.
fatigues. Looks like UCP, or, you know, their variant of UCP. Jesus Christ. I gotta go help them out. Alright. You guys do search and seizure. I'm trying to talk to my audience. So I just own a talent agency. We're gonna talk about all of this. So he does run a talent agency. As evidenced by what are presumably some of his hits, if you can call them that.
There's legal documents. Try not to snoop around too much, eh, guys?
You see here, dolls in the middle of inappropriate meeting, non-exclusivity contract.
You good?
Some rooms are private, just so you know.
There's condoms laid out. Think of the money, reach for the stars. Again, with the, I think, and I know that he is a child molester himself, but a lot of this directly alludes to him eliciting sexual favors from the parents. Like the impoverished
I have to cuff you for our safety.
parents of the area.
Entry team to talk. Civilian in custody.
Trying
and
to
secured.
do good for their
Doc, we
children
found you.
by
Line trailer.
selling their children. Make your star station. Jesus Christ, that's just absolutely disgusting in here.
Look around all you want.
You see the safe inject. Everything related to the safe injection clinic is still on the walls. The needle disposal boxes. Yeah, contract signing. There's the, again, the
You tell me how I'm supposed to afford
evidence.
my kids. Food, a place to stay alive.
Talent, do
So-
some casting, some pictures, you know, and that's all.
So he's eliciting sexual favors from the mothers of these children, and then the children are being sold to, or their rights or whatever are being sold to Amos Vole.
You idiot. You should fucking kill yourself.
Speaking of the devil. I do think that
This is the last time.
he's a Freddy Krueger type as well.
Paperwork's all here. Check it.
For children. Needles left on the ground, right next to lollipops.
Ready?
Do it for your children. It's disgusting in here. This is what I was looking for.
I get a lot of clients here. There's paperwork for all of them.
You know, I think people that hurt children are inherently evil. And it can be shown. Evil can be expressed in a hell of a lot of different ways. When you walk through this, I mean, this, if I told you that you were playing a SWAT shooter right now,
You are.
just given this image, right, would you believe me? This is something that you would see out of the Outlast series, for example. Right? The game itself is a shooter, sure. It's a tactical shooter, and we're moving methodically between rooms, but it gives you all of this to take in. It gives you all of this to take in and, you know, drown in the set dressing itself. The juxtaposition, the juxtaposition between this cheery, happy nature, and then we're killing armed security guards, right? There's clearly something foul going on, which we know what it is. This dude is, he's exploiting impoverished people and selling children to a sex trafficker. That's what's happening. Look at all these children. And there's a bunch of Steves because I don't think they wanted to put another model up. But look at all these children. You know, and this implies this is each one of these is one child, right? And that is implied by this set over here. This piece, the Star Creation Station.
Help me, please. I'm sorry. I really am.
Some medical supplies here, which could be left over from the clinic, but they're still in a very peculiar area, especially some of these, like surgical lubricant.
What would you have done?
Sulfa drugs. We can listen to these recordings too. Unreal. And this is where Ready or Not shines in the downtime. It's the quiet moments, right? It's not the gunfights that I remember.
Police, get down!
Oh, well, we're throwing that. It's never the gunfights I remember. It's always the suspects and the environments, the civilians that we encounter. You know, people are... I mean, this is part of the exploited quest line. Mudasir's Memorial. Gas station attendant brutally slain during robbery.
Let's get it done.
Drug use on the rise. The game is it's a meta experience. It's very in and of itself.
We have a dead suspect
Which
here.
is diegetic is the word I'm looking for. It is a very diegetic experience. You find all sorts of interesting nods to previous missions.
You have to believe me.
Think
You
of
wanna come
being a
here?
parent, right?
I'll get him ready.
And you walk in from the outside, and this is the first thing you're greeted with.
Civilian restraint.
I'm taking Martinez Safe Injection Clinic. No effort to remove any of this from the walls, just paint over it. Brixley Talent Time. The black mold suffocating. The wet ceiling drop tiles.
Please understand, I didn't
It's like walking into a hellish form of the back rooms. Brixley is your way to joining the
Great place for a
stars.
talent agency.
Everything's just been painted over. There's no amount of wallpaper, no amount of tape and paint.
You tell me why I'm being detained right now!
They could fix this. Wash the sins out of this place. Alright.
Police!
Police, get down!
Who are you? Oh!
Turn around. This is protocol.
You see, this,
I'm here to get my money, that's all!
this particular
Entry
mother
team,
here
this is TOC. Trailers
looks like she's
incoming.
been
Proceed
crying.
with
Her
caution.
eyes are red.
TOC
It's just
reporting.
awful.
That's how we get it done, folks. Roll in for debrief.
Nothing like me.
So, that mission opens up. Everyone's chilling. Nice. Good to know. That mission opens up the world. Opens up a really, really dark chapter in Los Sueños' history. You know, you realize that you're not just hunting. You're not just responding to domestics. You're not just responding to gang shootouts. You're responding to sinister, dark, extremely intertwined, interconnected criminal operations, right? The Spider, which we'll get into later, is not only the name of that mission in particular, but the Spider is also an organization. Their logo is terrifying. It's one that is stuck in my head. And I think it will always be stuck in my head. The Spider, well, we'll get into them later. On to a Lethal Obsession. Now this one is going to be a lot of fun, especially from the lore perspective. I might try to take this one solo. A former USIA analyst has a warrant for his arrest over the suspected murder of 5 police officers in McCade County, Greater Los Sueños. This one is going to be extremely important in the greater MLO story. Alright, let's hit it. A Lethal Obsession, Sullivan Slope. So we're gonna play this one a little slower, gang. We're gonna go. I'm gonna run it solo. I'm just gonna leave our team to provide cover. It doesn't matter if they kill or don't kill the suspects. This one we got to be real careful on. But I want to take my time with this, so you can get the best commentary. I hope this has been enjoyable for you thus far. So everyone's going to hold here. We
have reason to
need...
believe suspect has planted traps on site and will remain uncooperative. Secure the area and stay alert.
Where is it? Somewhere around here, there is a table that we need. I think it's over... Yeah, it's right over here. Very good. So we'll start our journey here. Look at this. Compound in the woods. Uncle Ted's cabin.
Hands on your head!
You ever wonder why Los Sueños is so fucked up? That's right, folks. It's yours truly again, coming at you live with another episode of your favorite podcast, Truth LS. Now, the last time we talked, it was about 6 significance of the monarch butterfly, and, well, symbolism with memory and mind control. This time, folks, we're talking about a different kind of control. Ask yourself, what are we always around? Screens, phones, tablets, computers, and televisions. What do we see on them? How often are we looking at them? Why can't we just look away? Take the television, for example. Television. Hello? Not the only one that's seeing this, am I? Now consider the fact that artificial intelligence and video technology is on the rise. Constantly getting better. I have no doubt there's a level of advancement at least 10 years ahead of what we have now. May be a surprise to you, my dear listener, but I'll tell you it's not a surprise to them. They have it all. I mean, it's gone to the point that everything looks so real, it might as well be, right? That's how good it is. But, make no mistake, it is dangerous. We all love a little danger every now and then. I mean, how the hell could you or I even know that the person telling the evening news on the TV is even real? For all we know, they could be AI generated, voice, video, and everything. And, well, I also mean in the sense that they could be actors. Speaking of which, how do you know your local politician isn't being paid to say things? Controlled opposition, anyone? Really telling a vision, aren't they? Keeping you and me glued to their stories. Now let's step away from that before we all go a little nuts, shall we? And talk a bit about LS without the D. So what's going on? You got the police staff shortages, the Banco strike, the mine job fiasco. Crime's on the rise. All of it one after another or at the same time. Seems rather connected, doesn't it? You know, I would consider no other perpetrator than the MLO, child of the USIA. We know they love scientific and social experiments, lacing everything with LSD to what you see in the newspaper. And let me tell you, folks, Los Sueños is no doubt one of their favorite playgrounds, an endless supply of gullible sheep. But who cares, right? The upper class kicking back in Los Clemente, the politicians and their empty promises. Not a chance, folks. Just you and me. That's all I got for you today. Remember, stay awake and stay aware.
That is one of my favorite pieces of lore in the Ready or Not multiverse, universe, whatever you want to call it. This talk show host, or not talk show host, but this podcast host on shortwave radio, he is... he directly mentions the MLO. It's one of the only times that you can hear them directly referenced throughout the game. And this is far prior to them being shown, you know, to the guiding hand actually being shown. He says that the MLO lace everything from the news you watch to LSD. They're talking about it's in reference to MK Ultra, the infamous CIA mind control experiment, which is where the MLO is said to have come from. MLO stands for Mariposa Lily Organization, for those of you that don't know. And they are this secretive Project Mayhem-esque group that consists of military, law enforcement, former of both, individuals that have been brainwashed using what is most likely extreme doses of LSD. We confront them in the Cordova building, but they say something strange in that segment. They say that everything is like they have been guiding us this entire time. Every tripwire that we've disarmed, they set. There is a idea that they are the antithesis to D Platoon. They are creating chaos everywhere. Not just Los Sueños. You know, as you hear this host talking about, he talks about their Los Sueños being one of their favorite playgrounds, right? Which could make them a nationwide or worldwide group. I doubt the latter, but it's likely that they are a nationwide group. You know, the CIA is not just a domestic organization. But if they're using, you know, soldiers, and they're using intelligence operatives, and they're using law enforcement, especially at a high operational level, I'd say they're probably going to be using them domestically, right? And we know this is to be true because our station, our police station, has been under renovation, and they discover listening rooms, USIA listening rooms, dating back to the 60s, past the, you know, the early onset of the Cold War. All right, so we have some shooters to deal with. I'm gonna creep in here. I just find it fascinating that would be here. And we're responding to a former USIA agent's estate. That's his RV that he has torched. You see, he's definitely living off the grid here. Very, not necessarily primitive, but definitely off the grid. See him using scrap metal, collecting hubcaps as decorations. I'm going to wedge this bottom door. And I'm going to take this top down since I have the ability to. Gotta be real cautious.
Watch my back. Disarming.
Can already see writing on the walls, quite literally, on the inside. And then boom, there we are. This is going to be... We're gonna have a lot to talk about here. Now, I'm going to attempt to do a challenge, or not so much a challenge, but I'm going to try to do the Who is Pepe Silva questline. Look at that. Our primary suspect on this operation.
Disarming.
Clad in a ghillie suit and homemade armor. I am going to try to find all the video recorders because I think in the past I have used... Okay, I guess we're just killing everybody.
Get on the ground now!
Oh my god, this place is a madhouse. Okay, fantastic.
Cover me. Disarming the device.
It's like a H.H. Holmes murder castle.
Suspect is deceased. Requesting trailers.
See here an individual clad
Proceed with mission.
clad in a gas mask, dilapidated clothing, wearing military-style boots, his chest duct-taped, conspiracy boards. That, my friends, is a picture of us. Take their eyes out. What happened with the second cohort? You hear a lot about these two cohorts. Whistleblower, manufacture incorruptible agents. This is, again, the MLO. These... They're doing ricin processing. See, very paranoid writings State Senator Fremont against vets. Everything's, a picture is forming, right? But it's not necessarily, it hasn't totally taken shape. But we have a paranoid former government official, extremely paranoid former government official, who has retreated into the woods after killing 5 officers. Now, why is he killing these officers? He's doing calculus. Trust no one. Various government officials. Notes. Protein synthesis. A lot of this is referring to the ricin creation. Satanic orbital fluid extraction. And then you see where he starts to drift from the scientific or the logical into the paranoid, the more schizo-esque stuff. Castor beans. If you didn't know, you can synthesize ricin from castor beans. You dry out the beans and whatnot. He's finding synchronicities and patterns in this code. And you see here, it says similar to the Astro Killer's code. He's talking about the Zodiac Killer. He's stolen tons and tons of files to fuel his paranoia even further. Mountain tunnel system. I imagine, we're sitting here. We're sitting here reading this. Here we go. Another. Rumors of USIA experimental LSD-based program in the 70s starts national controversy. Let's see, this one's a little bit more grounded in reality. He's tying assassinations together, disappearances. Did you hear that? I think a cool detail is the tinfoil everywhere. See, he's even equating surveillance. He's saying that the towers, the water, animals are all watching. It's more calculus, a really messy calculus. Some of these symbols don't even exist. He's made up his own.
Judge will come here. He'll have to. It has to be him. I've seen his training, his methods. I know what kind of man he is. Part of the cycle, just like me. In a never-ending game. I'll show him when he gets here. Show him that he's the same puppet as me. Trapped. The same sick play.
So that's interesting because he references us by name, which is something we'll get into as we progress the story. Gerard Scott knows Judge because there's a connection between Judge and the USIA and Gerard Scott and Elaine Raskins being former members. Judge this is where it starts, where the conspiracy starts that Judge might be being manipulated or part of this group that we're hearing about, the MLO. I think it's interesting that he being Gerard Scott says that he's going to show us things, but then he fires on sight, right? Perhaps his mind has changed since making the recording. When dealing with, paranoid people, there could be any
Entry team to talk. Bagging.
any number of reasons
Secure it and keep going.
for why they do what they do. He could think that, we're a clone or a copy. See out here, they've got all the things they need to be self-sufficient. Water filtration barrels, dead birds, of course. You gotta collect dead birds. We'll go that way here in a moment. Hundreds of thousands of stolen documents. Slide projector, we'll get to that in a second. USIA Godhead Complex. Sectum Novik Rontoris Tedum Les Contras Armed. I have no idea what that means. Interesting. I'll have to translate this for you folks. I promise you I'll do that. Yes, canned tuna chunks in water. It just continues on and on. It's skinned animal with the blade sticking through it. Eggs in purgatory. Again, the equations covering the ceiling. It's a diagram of the, looks like an eye and an ear. And the ear canal and the optic nerve connected in some way. Neurological design, optic fusion. Looks like he's talking about the human eye in relation to that experiment, or that government experiment he was talking about where the, oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't mean to fire off a round, but I just realized how horrific that boar looks. What was I saying? My God, it seems like there might be like a parasite, or he believes that a parasite's being transmitted into the body. It's writing in Latin. Looks like kind of looks like he's making a funny there. Always watching, always listening.
They may be watching me, but I'm also watching them. I'm better than they are. I always was. They try. They try, but not hard enough. Food. Water. Air. It's all diseased. I have the cure. They'll try and stop me. I can't let. I won't let them.
I think some of those are supposed to be, some of these here that we saw are supposed to be, this was a USIA incident. It was evidenced by that board back there. Some of these are the heads of this LSD-based program. See them all with the eye marked on them. The eye most likely being a reference to them watching, this intelligence service. All the TVs, electronic devices, pushed into one corner. We need no agenda. The drawing of us, specifically, us being Federal Response, is pretty horrific. Where Gerard is training his followers, these two men who I don't know if they're related to him or if they're friends or acquaintances. Whatever it is, they're definitely very, they're, chummy enough to make ricin together. I find it interesting. He's training them, though, for when this day inevitably comes, and we stop them before they can do anything else.
Trying to teach him. I told him no electronics in the perimeter. He doesn't understand. You're always watching. Always listening. what I see, they'll know what it's like. Their mind, their soul, their humanity ripped away from them. Just like it was ripped away from me. All they left me with was this body. This toy puppet on strings. Suffering. Only suffering.
Interesting. So even though Gerard Scott is pretty clearly suffering from paranoid delusions, perhaps paranoid schizophrenia, delusions of grandeur, I mean, there are 1,000 diagnoses that you could seek for this individual. But, with his suffering, there are these distinct moments of clarity, which I think are relatively common in some people that suffer from mental illnesses. I think that's really interesting because part of him makes sense, right? Part of him is, he's like, he's wounded. He's this wounded creature. He's like, the USIA has, broken my mind, and all I have left is this broken body, those moments of clarity make him human, make him extremely human.
I did my best. It's my fault that you're gone. My fault for not doing enough. Every night I dream. I dream that I had done things differently. That I had gone instead of you. I have tried everything. You know I have. It has to be this way. So they remember. So they know. Whatever happens. I hope you can forgive me. You won't be forgotten. I promise. I'll see you soon.
So my theory there, he's definitely talking to, he's talking to either a partner in a non-romantic manner or a romantic partner, but he's apologizing, which again leads credence to the humanity. He's talking about making us remember, though, and I think he's directly referencing Judge.
I did everything they asked. Everything they wanted. It was never enough. Everywhere I go, they're in control. Masters and slaves. But not out here. Out here, I'm the master. Out here, I'm the one who decides. They'll come here. When they do, I'll show them. They're parasites that are beneath me. I'll crush them like insects. I'll do to them what they did to me.
Again, more paranoid ravings, talking about slaves and masters. You see here, the image that we saw of Gerard previously is in extremely stark contrast to him now. Now, we did kill him, which we're not supposed to do for this mission, but he wears, instead of a suit with a clean-shaven face, he now has a large bushy beard grown out, a homemade ghillie suit that only extends down to his knees. He wears chest armor made out of scrap metal. He is definitely a formidable opponent, shooting rapidly and moving. Most likely skills he picked up during his tenure with the USIA. Or perhaps not. Perhaps he's just dedicated. Fox pelt. Looking around for the other. I know there's one down in the basement. Let me go ahead and wrap this guy up.
Leeds, this is Todd.
Suspect is
Bad
breathing but
arrest.
unconscious.
Pack it in, everyone.
Oh, God. Okie dokie. So we're going to run this again.
And if possibly set traps. Stay alert.
I'll try to
Move
knock
in,
these
remember
guys
your
out
support,
real
and secure
quick.
the area.
turn this on, let that play. I don't know if that one's required. I know I think there are 6 recorders here, and I usually am pretty liberal in my use of flash grenades. I use a ton of flashbangs on this mission because the suspects are kind of hard to get down. This time though, I'm going to use the beanbag shotgun as much as possible. Now, Gerard Scott is a Terminator suspect by all accounts. And part of me still thinks that the achievement is bugged. I've had several unfortunate encounters with bugged achievements. Or just, you know, difficult parameters that aren't not... I really think they're bugged. With Ready or Not in particular.
Police, get down!
Specifically related to Sleeper Agent. I don't know if you guys have tried that one out. That's a load of fun.
Element to talk. Suspect restrained and under our control.
But I did,
Trailer standing
Way
by.
Out West, Toxic Fumes. I have Beat Cop completed, which is complete the home invasion one. I don't remember what the name of the mission is. Complete it with a pistol only, which is awful, absolutely awful. I tried Way Out West and completed it within the parameters, and apparently I didn't. Same with Toxic Fumes and Sleeper Agent. So I'm kind of confused. That's why I'm saying that I think that they're bugged, because I'm pretty thorough when I go for an achievement.
Cover me. Disarming the device.
I really like this color of blue. I'll go activate this. And activate this. Definitely going to be a shooter right here. In this blind corner that we have to face. Got to face the monster eventually. Oh yeah, not to mention the chain link fence running throughout the house. Okay. Well, that was effective. Apparently my weapon didn't fire either. I did click the left mouse button. I think I might have had my hand jammed up. There we go.
LSPD, go police! Hands up!
Oh, perfect. There we go. Now we get a good look at him. Okay, there's one more shooter.
Entry team to talk. Suspect is in our custody. Requesting transport.
This is Talk. We're
Look
ready
at
for
this
'em.
guy. Oh, Jesus Christ, the exposure's insane. Look at him. His eyes are glossed over. Milky white. His beard blends in with his ghillie suit. Definitely in stark contrast to the clean-shaven, suited man that we saw in our briefing. But same token, everything related to him has been redacted into hell.
Talk. Collecting.
Talk reporting. Secure it and keep going.
Okay, so that's 3 upstairs, 1 there. I don't know if there's another one in here.
Disarming.
There might be. I'm fairly certain the last one's downstairs, and we listened to the recording outside too, and there's that. Wonder if it's going to play the same thing. It sounds like it. We still have this.
Wonder why Los Sueños is so fucked up.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same recording. We still have a suspect on the loose too.
Judge will come here. You'll have to.
Securing the trap.
Oh God. All right, let's go on to the basement and see if we can't get this achievement. Get this wrapped up too.
Securing the device.
I wonder if their goal was to kidnap Judge here. Jesus Christ. You know, at first it seems like they're just killing animals, but they're testing their ricin on them. God. Whew. Oh man, that made me jump. No.
Hands up, asshole!
Put your hands up.
Drop the weapon now!
Okay, perfect. Oh my God. Stay still. Oh, okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. We got all of them. Yeah, I got your friends already.
Suspect in custody.
Talk to lead. That's how we get it done.
Oh Christ! Oh Christ! Hold on! I'm not done yet. There. Oh my God. Okay, it's whatever. I'll do it another time. Well, that time we got everybody. We arrested everybody successfully. We got an S rank. This is definitely. Hey, look! Everyone's happy, and they got their trait unlocked. Let us run down quickly. Let's run down and check out the oh, how the hell do you say? The holding cells. That's what I meant to say. What if we can take the elevator? Is that a thing that we can do? See, it's interesting that all of this is closed off. Right? I find that really bizarre that it's closed off now. Like the memorial and everything, especially with the release, it just doesn't seem right. Now I know that if you load this up in another version, or load it up and go directly to the DLC, it'll be different. I don't know if it changes throughout the course of this. And DLC has evidence scattered all over the place too. Oh, looky here.
I have nothing to say to you.
I think they should have taken your tool belt from you. Twisted nerve. The mother's right next to George Brixley. Twisted nerve again. And there's Michael Williams. Interesting. They have nothing to say, though, so... Unfortunately for us. Fortunately for us, though, we can go down to the evidence locker, which is on the other side of the station. Can we go in here? No, we can't. Can't really go anywhere. I would love to know where this surveillance room is, too.
4342, Sergeant Walsh, 4342.
Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let's go down here. Look at some stuff. Maybe we'll find something cool. It's from the 4U gas station. Number 8. Let's go to 5. Or roundabouts there. I have no idea how these are sorted. I guess I can't see all my previous evidence. Oh, that kind of sucks. Huh, interesting. I have no idea how the hell this works. Text exchange, meth cooks. Very interesting. Methamphetamine. Oh, Mudasir. Oh, man. Santa Muerte statue. Unsure why this is here. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was like that. That is definitely an omen. That is a bad omen at that. Now we should have some additional evidence. Here's some. Brixley Talent Time scheduling book. You know, the former injection clinic turned into a child pornography ring. Ah, here we go. Now that's what I was looking for. Interesting. All eyes on me. Gerard keeps tabs on the LSPD's every move. Throughout the department website's short history before deletion, Gerard saved hundreds of unlisted images from their pages, particularly ones from D Platoon SWAT. After the Ridgeline incident, it was discovered Gerard printed numerous images of individual D Platoon members, including the team leader, David Judge Beaumont. Right here. Part of the cycle. Cowboy, Prescott, and King are still around. Who the hell is this guy? That's interesting. That he would be there. He's not kitted up. We don't have a Cowboy. We have Swan and question mark. Rice and spray. Creation of Gerard and his young accomplice S. A processed rice and spray device capable of causing devastating effects to persons exposed to its mist. It is extremely toxic when inhaled or having prolonged exposure to the poison. A fatal dose capable of killing an adult in 36 to 72 hours. It appears that Gerard had plans to mail these to specific individuals in senior law enforcement positions across Los Sueños. So I've got some type of soda bottle with some type of electronic mechanism. A mechanical mechanism. Kind of looks like that's a watch strap for sure. And to spray or detonate, it's most likely to spray. Even though the syringe, the plunger's facing backwards. But nevertheless, it's made to spray ricin, concentrated ricin in someone's face. Oh, interesting. Challenge coins. United States Intelligence Agency. A rare metal challenge coin gifted to members of the USIA upon completion of service. This version has been discontinued for many years. And still held on to his how you say, souvenirs. Sentimental. It's hard to imagine someone like Gerard Scott being sentimental, but we did see him. One, he's holding on to his challenge coin from his days of service, and two, he's also writing or leaving a voice recording for what is presumably a partner. The detective bureau is always jumping. Always something going on here. Painting in progress. Police records stored in detective's office in listening room 1 in the meantime. See them working on something. Interesting. Working on the renovations. There's all sorts of little secrets sprinkled through here. Anyways, that's going to have to wait for another day. I do want to take us to the listening room, see if we can get in there. Yeah, of course not. Alright. Well, gang, this has been Ready or Not. And we're going to do a full playthrough. We're going to do all the DLC and all that fun stuff. I'm not going for anything in particular. I just want to enjoy the environments and experience it with you folks for the channel. And If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We have more content on the way as always. Something for everybody, no doubt. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know down below in the comment section. Comment section is the best way to get a hold of me. I read every comment. There's no way they have a... Really, how did you guys get a... You guys have, like, oh my god, spoofs of EOTech and stuff, but you actually have a money, freaking poster? Did you guys have monies growing up? Or have a money growing up? I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, even though it was useless. It's just this big glowing piece of plastic. Anyways, Lord, where was I at? Oh, if you want to play Ready or Not for yourself, that link will also be in the description. And remember to mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap. And have a good one.